When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standing. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll leave it with him. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Blue Devils in a good spot here with second and short. The run from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They want to throw it. Takes the easy completion. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll pull it on the read. And that ball's free behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Flying out to the left. The 20, the 10, touchdown Clemson. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. He'll do it himself. And it's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They've got the screen set up. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
You got to love that.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. Snags it quickly on the left.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the big story.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because...
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, quarterback had nowhere to go with it deep down.
The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Squeezes ahead for a couple, they'll get it out to the 9. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Power football with the run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion right now.
They'll run it from the gun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Gets it to the back. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Blue Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll keep it himself. Makes a man miss. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Off play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good when you're throwing at his own.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it, slips away. Offense breaks the huddle, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And this is a situation.
All right, let's get it. Break. Get set.
Give to the running back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Single.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, it's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
Third down play from the gun. He hurls one deep down the left side. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Off to the races to the right. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Breaks into the open. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Bringing it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
a CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water, and that...
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long.
I know we're in the third quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive.
Scanning the field, it's Rayner. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they...
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touch. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's just the kind of game...
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Finds a man on the left. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This has been a...
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Tyler. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
First job for the QB.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together. And
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Let's go.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Ready? Right. Single, single. Ready?
Dropping back, it's Carney. Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. No, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, intercept.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Smithers into space. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a great job by the defender that time, locating the ball on the ground and hopping on it for a fumble recovery. And guys, that's the second straight game this guy has had a fumble.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking for a gap, it's Willis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get...
Make it happen. Right. Set, set. Ready?
Looking downfield, it's Carney. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Here we go. Right. Back in the air.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going...
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
Worry.
this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So,
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third.
Ready? Break. Single, single. 180. 180.
Back to pass, it's Carney. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Here we go. Break. Get set.
They'll start this drive going to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Bounced off his feet. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this defense forces.
Ready. Break. Set.
Looking for room. It's James. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Ready.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
that's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw, it's Carney. And the ball comes out, what a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, those are backbreakers.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Smith dropping to pass. Fires one high and deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Speeding down the left side. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field.
Let's go.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the...
Smith wants to throw. Flips it out to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Looking to fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty...
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket, even when things...
The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's James. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
22 water. 22.
Smith dropping to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the 1st.
They'll try the run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? He spent his whole career in the Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They go to the ground. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day.
Going right to work up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter,
the Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what?
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Smith wants to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense. Motion from the back. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Ball was loose, and quite a fortunate turn of events to be able to get that one back.
And I like the defense and the job they're doing, trying to punch and rip and pull that football and get it away from the ball.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go to the ground. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking.
To the air on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. This has been a... Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Smith dropping to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They'll start this drive with a pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, it's important in this game.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
And that's why.
Second down coming up. Smith wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. bounced right back to them. Got to keep that thing high and tight. 5 points of pressure. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll do it himself. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the...
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
To the air, it's Sellers. Got a man, it's Harbor. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
And you're a defensive...
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and 4th.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Sellers. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's amazing to think just how...
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ashley. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming.
the period. First down here. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chip. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the
pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's second and long. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Wants to throw on first down. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Takes the easy throw in the flat. At the 35, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Ashley. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Running a screen pass. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to.
Ball's out behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back? Tall hill to climb here. 3rd and 10 from inside your own 5. Just don't turn that thing over. He'll keep it himself. Finds a little space. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Sellers. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Offense really lucky there. They've got to do a better job of ball security.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state, and bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And that ball is live in the backfield. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. They recovered their own fumble, but now it's 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Sellers. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball all by himself down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers! And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Gets away. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll run it from the gun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, another big...
Let's go, break.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A huge break to be able to get that football back, but I wouldn't say that's the best way to go. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Ashley. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems.
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and this...
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets away. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now...
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. This Clemson defense has been something across the entire game. Old school lockdown.
I mean, unbelievable. Shutting down everything you want to do. Shutting down the run. Shutting down the pass. This defense has been lights out. We've seen a lot of great defensive performances from the Clemson Tigers. This is right.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. There is little that... They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. South Carolina did a lot of crowing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.